BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in court. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in court. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
On the track.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah, man. I don't know how many times I gotta repeat this shit, but y'all know what it is. You may be seated in this motherfucker. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. Man, I was ripping and running this shit. You know what I do for a living, run of a child support. And I ain't even had enough time to sit on the couch, but I said I'm gonna go ahead and do a live today. You know, interesting topic. But we're gonna talk about a couple of things. As you saw in the title, the man was getting played. He got divorced. He had to pay alimony. I think at one point he was paying $100 a month. And then she asked for an increase to $600 a month. And she claimed she couldn't work, claimed she was handicapped, claimed it's hard out here for a pimp. And come to find out, she was lying, which he knew and everybody knew. And Gummy Daddy allowed it. And what took the situation to turn was the media. The media did an undercover investigation and basically went behind the scenes on her ass and found out, you know, of course, she was lying, of course. You know, these low-life dads, Alcans, I told you, they the worst of the worst in this motherfucker. Turned around and exposed her ass for faking, lying, having multiple jobs and shit. Claiming she can't push nothing, move nothing, that she doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? You know me. Deadbeating the shit. Shit, she took deadbeat to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? You can't make this shit up. And I said, I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do this by myself, not on this one, man. I mean, because I'm married, and I got to talk to another brother that's married and want to talk about this shit, because just because we married don't does not mean we don't know what the fuck going on. And that's why I say you got a lot of dudes that'll send you off and say, well, yeah, man, just get married. It's all good. You won't have no problem. You do it the right way. And let's be real. If you look at this society, this feminist ideology, and all this bullshit is going on. It's been going on, but it's more worse now than ever. We'll be allowed to tell you that you ain't chancing it. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. In this day and age, I don't blame you. I'm not gonna sit back and say, hey fam, my situation's good. That means it's gonna happen to you. No, I'm not gonna tell you that. But I can't lie to you and say that, all marriages are bullshit. But the way the rate going, I don't want to lie to you, man. So you do what you feel is necessary. And if you do, you just definitely do your due diligence to not to get in this type of situation. Have a plan B, exit plan, and everything else. And that's the difference between me and others. But before I call my man grown man business out, because we're here to talk some grown man business, I want to give a shout out to the people that's up in here in the comments. Let's see who we got here right quick. We got Lisa D up in here. We got Takeem the Dream. He said, does that blowjob come with benefits too? Not for a baby mama terrorist. We got Miss Vegan up in the building. We got Charles Jr., man. Shout out to you. You know what, bro? I looked at that, Charles, I looked at the episode when I was on conversation with King. I wasn't able to check it out when I was doing live because I was driving, cruising down the street and shit. And I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, brother. We got Dr. Thunder up in this building. Y'all need to subscribe to that brother, man. Hey, he's one of the scholars. He definitely come with the knowledge. He's a professor at Ohio State University. He also teaches music to the T, and he got a good platform, man. He definitely give you that knowledge, man. We got my boy OG up in here. We got Game of Lives Matter. We got the Bailiff Game of Lives Matter. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my brother. We got XL Pro. We got Tim Howard the Fifth. We got Ricardo Cray. We got Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread from the East Coast. We got Ringside with LCD all the way from California. We got Supreme 10, the man who exposed the pillow simping. No, pillow snitching. Man, who else we got? We got E Senior up in here, and we got Ali Frazier up in here. We got my accountant up in here. My accountant for Chicago. We got City Taxes One-Stop Shop. Yep, definitely. Most likely. No, that's not him. But yeah, we got Joshua up in the building. I am me up in here. Joshua would say 60% divorce rate. I'm good on that. It's actually more than that. We got the other guy up in the building. We got AO all the way from the UK. It's fucked about that too. We got Tribe, Do up in here. We got Papa Smurf. Shout out to y'all. We got BG Wavy, and we got Great as Me. Grown man salute, everyone. Yeah. So I couldn't do it by myself when it comes to this shit, man. And I think I talked to the right person for this. This was long overdue. We talk often behind the scenes. His schedule, is he a busy dude? Everybody's life ain't only on YouTube. That's one thing. People need to get out of here. That's them reality show talking motherfuckers. So we finally was able to do it. And after this, in due time, I will be on his platform. He ain't running for child support like me. He just running out here grinding, making his money. Me, I'm dead beating the shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to have one of the realest brothers on here I know who really talk that grown man business. He's not called grown man business for nothing. This man been married over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Got a daughter. I believe he got a son as well. And you know what I'm saying? And shit's still going good for him. He's an entrepreneur and he's living a good life. You know what I'm saying? He got a foundation to show for it. So without further ado, I want to bring my ace, my brother, my partner, grown man business up in this motherfucker. What's going on? Grown man business in this building.
What's going on, baby? I come prepared. You got the soundboard. I got the motherfucker right here.
Hell yeah, shit. How you been, my brother?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm just hanging in there, man, trying to stay out of everybody's way right now. You know what I mean?
Man, yes, sir.
I know a lot. I know a lot of the brothers that's been long time listeners to me. They kind of see that I've kind of went incognito. A lot of the stuff that I've been uploading, I've been just putting it up and then sending it to Patreon. You know what I mean? Because like I said, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Before we get started, I would like to say, people that's been long time listeners of mine, they know that my channel is pretty much a pro-truth channel. It's pro-masculinity. I don't waver on my beliefs. I call shit down the center. I don't mind calling names either. You know what I mean? And it's been that way for a long time. In the 3 years I've been on YouTube, well, nearly 3 years, I've had a channel that was struck down. I had to start from scratch about 1.5 years ago. And now I'm back up to about around close to 13,000 subs again. So, the truth is necessary, and you can't hide the truth. You can't run from the truth, and you can't hide it. You can try to shut me down, and then I just pop back up. So this is how we roll, baby.
You know what? Another thing to add with the truth thing too. One is you can't handle the truth. That's one of the situations. But the reality is, regardless if you like it or you don't like it,
truth is what it is.
Truth is what it is, man. I did not know that you had a platform before and it was shut down. I did not know that.
They got me around the first time they got Jap. I was in that little wave. It was probably about 6 of us that got struck down. They didn't flag them down. YouTube just terminated the channels altogether. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, Jap been shut down like 3 times. I'm like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Jap, man. We've been talking behind the scenes. We got some shit lined up and cooking, man. They gonna really hate that, man. A minister and a judge. They gonna hate that shit.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this, bro. You say how many subscribers you had before they shut it down?
Well, the first time around, I only had about 9,000. So I've surpassed where I was before. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
So, man, that's something I ain't know that.
Oh yeah.
YouTube, I saw what you had, and I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, my man.
I was one of the people like Ramil has actually taken a page out of my book, whether he admitted or not, because I was almost like public enemy number 1, because I would hear a lot of these guys around these spaces, on these panels and 4-hour panels running the damn miles and shit, and then I was one of those people who would just interject themselves and come up there and call them out and either run them off the damn platform or they just shut them down. You know what I mean? That's the way, for the new people that's around the space, they probably not really familiar with me because, like I said, I've kind of cooled off a little bit, but I mean, I'm still the same motherfucker I was then. You understand me?
Well, can you elaborate how you say when you say you come on a platform? This shit got me laughing. You come on the platform and you shut it down, make him run away, or just
man, because it was a lot of bullshit, and a lot of the rhetoric that you hear now was going on then, man. A lot of this stuff hadn't changed, man. Only thing has, I would say that has changed over the past couple of years is the integration of females in these spaces. Women, regurgitating talking points that we've been talking about for years. But the only thing now, they put some titties behind what they're saying, and now they're getting all these, shit-eating simps to buy into it. You know what I mean? Donating and elevating these broads, and then once these broads get elevated, then they start coming out with their feminist talking points, and then they turn turncoat on you. And then I find it hard to believe that a lot of these maggot males will still turn around and defend this bullshit, and so. That's basically that in a nutshell, because I've spoken about how once you integrate women into a male space, you can integrate women anywhere. It's only a matter of time before the alphabet mafia, so to speak, the transgenders or what Jap would call the transgenders. You start seeing these motherfuckers popping up on panels and all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I call them the alphabet. I call them the alphabets. That's what I call them.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely, man. Yeah. And hey, on that note, truth is what it is. I'm not. I did not know what was going on that long. I thought it just started when I came along with a picture. I want to give a shout out to Ringside with LCD. for the $10 donation. She said, showing my support because Judge Palmer State bringing the truth. Keep on these baby mama terrorist neck. Don't mind if I do. I want to give a shout out to Miss Vegan for Life for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, sister. And I want to give a shout out to my boy XL Pro for the $5 cash out. He says, salute, show, and grown man business. Shout out to you, my brother. That brother right there ain't married and got no kids. This independent, got his own business, living in Alabama, where you at.
Oh, yeah.
And living his life to the fullest, man. Living his life to the fullest. Shout out to you. Man, like I say, man, you just can't make this shit up, man. But, you know, for people who don't really know about you or maybe got amnesia and shit, let them know exactly, you know what I'm saying, who you is.
Well, man, I always introduce myself by saying theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are the initiated. We are men first. You understand what I'm saying? I would like to say Stephon Cleanscales, what we call him Steph is cold now. He the one who actually told me to run with that. I used to always put up hashtag men first. He was like, dude, that's a brand, you know what I mean? And so, you know, that's basically my logo. Yes, I've been with my woman for over 25 years. Bite me. You know what I mean? I don't suggest state-sanctioned marriage for brothers. I don't suggest marriage at all if you're not looking to have a family, you know, and raise your children. That was part of my deal, man. When I decided to have, me and my old lady decided to have kids, I didn't want another man raising my damn kid. I didn't want no other man implementing what his beliefs and his belief system and all this other bullshit into my children. You understand what I'm saying? And I know how, you know, when they ain't yours, and you know, you like Rodney on Baby Boy, fuck your foot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't want nobody mistreating my motherfucking kids. And my wife came from a strong family background. She's a Southern traditional woman. Her aunts, she had over 11 aunts. All of them were married. All of them were married to their husbands for 30, 40 years. A couple of guys have died or whatever the case may be. But, you know, these women never remarried. They went out there. They, you know, all I just say in a nutshell, I don't have to run my bath water. I don't have to prep no meals or any of that crap. You know what I mean? Right. You know, so there are decent women out there, but I don't suggest men go out there and look for them. And then I'll say this too, man, don't overlook a lot of the traditional type women. You know, a lot of these bitches ain't on Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them are real kind of conservative with the way that they carry themselves. Yeah, they all fucking, but at the end of the day, they're not all the way out there. You know, you don't see on social media with her ass on a sink. You know what I mean?
So, you ain't never raggedy ass toilet.
Yeah, man.
But you know, sucker dudes will sit back and say, yeah, but matter of fact, I'll let my man say it.
That ass though, right?
Oh. You know, they don't give them about the bathroom and what the shit's on the toilet and shit. It's just that ass. You know what I mean? So
you can't, you really, man, the thing is, I try to tell brothers, man, you can't, you know, we always throw this shit out about street shit, like, you know, the situation with Dolph or any of these rappers and stuff, and then we like to throw these terms out there, like, you know, you can't, you know, the streets don't love you, you know, you can't love the streets because they don't love you back. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. With a lot of these modern women, they tell you, you know, we don't need you. We're strong and independent. We don't need no man, all that bullshit. So why are you overexerting yourself or basically pleading with these bitches to be with you? You know, it's a clear-cut sign of insecurity and I will say low value for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have a lack of confidence in yourself to be out here begging these bitches, talking about coming to the table, talking about, you know, getting traditional shit from modern women. It doesn't work like that, man. And so I agree with the brother when he was talking about, you know, this old shit, these old heads running their damn mouths about, you know, well, back in 1956 and this and that, man, it's a lot of different variances and different circumstances that go into that shit, man. What you fail to realize, if you had a conversation with your grandmama or your great grandmama, they dealt with their husbands out of necessity. Right. Times have changed, man. These hoes get in the bag, and I'll say to a certain degree that these hoes surpassing you because you still focusing on getting the bitch, trying to get the bag and working out to get the bitch, and the bitch trying to get the bag to get the fuck away from you.
Right. She don't need you.
Exactly.
Even the welfare baby mama tell them motherfuckers don't need you because they get between 40 to 60,000 a year off government daddy. So why would they want to get with your $40,000, $50,000 making ass? They don't need you.
They can get the bag and they can whore in peace.
Exactly. So you trying to teach a modern woman to try to be traditional so she can get you I guess a rich dude, a high value, whatever. She don't need high value.
Yeah, man.
You don't need that when she get all old and fucked up and don't nobody want that funky ass no more at 40 and 50. See, too late.
And I'll say this, Paul, you gotta factor in this right here. Okay, these modern women with social media and stuff, they have unlimited options. Okay, not just from shit-eating simps, but a lot of these women, you know, are bisexual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are. They deal with other women. You think these motherfuckers taking these girls trips and shit just to go out there and party and dance and shake their ass and shit? Man, a lot of them be fucking each other. Pardon my language.
No, you're right.
You know,
Here, man. Ain't no filter here.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying to tell you, they go for photo ops, and then they go to lay up with some foreign meat. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see in the video that's you know the topic for today, that you know we like to shame women and be like, oh, well, you better get a man before you hit the wall, man. These hoes don't give a fuck about no wall, man. That wall is a perfect opportunity for them to have their second whore phase. Okay, yeah, they looks are declining, but this is the reason they going after the bag. Now they can pay for some young meat. They can pay for a good time. They can fuck with several different men. And you send up this bitch holding your cup out like Tiny Tim. Can I get some submission? And no, motherfucker, you ain't getting none of that. These hoes don't give a fuck about none of that.
Nope, they don't.
You are viewed as a resource, a disposable resource. And if you're not coming to the table with the bag, trying to buy Birkins and pay card notes and do all this extra shit, provide a better life than they can afford themselves, them hoes don't give a fuck about that.
Not at all. And that's what I'm saying. The truth is what it is. And unfortunately, you got people that I told you, a lot of these cats don't have no integrity. They tell you how it might be instead of saying how it is. Like I say, you've been married 20 years, and even you know damn well that in this day and age, the way shit is going on, that the 304s is running this.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm telling y'all. Like some of y'all are married, some of y'all don't have issues with child support, some of y'all don't have issues with the mother, some of y'all get along, some of y'all don't get along, but y'all just leave it the way it is. Some of y'all fighting, some of y'all doing all this thing. But the thing is, you know, who am I or who is grown man business to tell you, yeah, get married. That's the righteous thing to do in this type of society that you call America, and especially in the community, that you should find you a good old queen and a good old woman, because they out here. And I'm gonna let my man from the wise speak on that. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. That's how you know what's really going on. That's how somebody tell you this what you can face, this what it is. Not telling you shouldn't do it, but just telling you this what you can face, this what could happen to you. Not just man, just do it. I did it. I ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? Because what I didn't go through, shit, plenty of men has. You know.
The thing is about it, when look, okay, she sees the provider in you. Right. All right. You come in this motherfucker trying to rescue this broad, you working your fingers to the bone, but you met this bitch online, right? This bitch was sleeping on a mattress at her mama house on the floor, right? You come in this motherfucker trying to save this bitch. Okay, you bring her in, you upgrade her life. Okay. She the envy of all her friends. What you think that woman gonna do eventually? If you hadn't made her invest in you, invest in the relationship along the way, what she's gonna do? She's gonna think she's better than you at some point. Now she's gonna look down on your ass. Your ass to send her to school to be a nail tech or do hair or get her degree in nursing. She done got her RN. Now this bitch gonna look. Now she's looking the monkey branch. She's looking for the better deal. That's why you got to be careful about who you dealing with, man. I mean, deal with a woman from a position of power. I say that shit all the time, man, and it ain't hard. All it takes is you being a goddamn man. Because if you go up there upgrading this bitch life, man, she's gonna shit on you in the end. Why you think the divorce rate so high? Why you think after that bitch get a baby or two from you, she don't mind cutting your ass off and going to try to go out here and seek the better deal? You know what I'm saying? Because you set yourself up for failure from the beginning, because you presented yourself as a resource. You presented yourself as a tool. Do I worry about what my motherfucking lawnmower doing out there in the garage while I ain't around? Hell no. All I care about is that bitch crank up when I'm ready to cut my grass. I don't get mad at a rake. I don't get mad at any of that any kind of tool. And you got to understand that a lot of these women view you as a goddamn tool, man.
Yeah, exactly. And funny you say that, even though you said a nurse, going to school to be a nurse, it was a real story out here this year, last year, where this woman wasn't doing shit. A man was I want to say he was a truck driver, and he was older. She was much younger, I think about 20 years, and he had to go to school because she wanted to go to school. She ended up becoming an RN, and she said she wanted to break it off. Is she wrong for trying to break it off because she's doing good? She can do it by herself. She ain't feeling it. So basically, she used him for the resources and got what she wanted. Now it's time to go. So yeah, that shit out there is definitely real. That shit is real. And it was on Facebook, man. I shit you not. And I'm like, wow, ain't that a bitch? You went and saved the bitch, and you try to build up, make her do better for herself. And now she basically used you up. Well, matter of fact, I'll let my man Bill Withers say it. You know.
Keep on using me until you use me up.
Yeah, so then, you know, ain't no sunshine because she left his ass. Yeah, that's crazy. I want to give a shout out to Grogu for the $4.99. Said 100. GMB. What is OFC, bro? You know?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, what is OFC, y'all? Because you know, I don't know all the short terms. What is OFC? Somebody let me know. What is OFC? It means something. I see people say that. Somebody let me know.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story. My woman was one of those women that guys didn't even pay attention to. She was more on the nerdy type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She wore her clothes like loosely. You know what I'm saying? She left something for the imagination. She wore glasses. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever really paid her any attention until I got with her and then kind of molded her into the image of the woman that I wanted beside me. You understand what I'm saying? Now here come all these fucking shit-eating simps. You know, where she been? Where you find her? All that old dumb ass shit.
Why you getting with him? He ain't on nothing.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. You know.
OLC means of course.
Oh, of course.
Of course. Okay, 100.
Okay.
And, GMB, of course, a woman should be cute, but her inner character surpasses her beauty. Not saying beauty doesn't matter, but it's not everything. And I have to agree to you, definitely. Shout out to Grogu for the $4.99. You 100% right. You 100% right. Shout out to Grogu once again for the $1.99. Said women need to have the fear of God strikes in them. 100%, but they not worried about God because they the devil's son-in-laws.
Mr. Palm, I made a video damn near 2 years ago saying these women don't care. And I got a lot of views on that shit, but I got a lot of flack from it. You know, and it's all, you know, anything that doesn't fit their narrative or fit their agenda is woman bashing. You hate women. You know, they love to use this shit, you know, when you speak about female nature or what men going through, you're gay, you know what I'm saying? But bitch, you hoes are 3 times more likely to be identified as lesbian or bisexual. You understand what I'm saying? You don't mind gay people doing your nails and hair and all this other bullshit. You go into the comment section when Lil Nas X sliding down the pole on the devil's lap, they in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Supporting this garbage. Okay. Right. So, you know, the shaming shit don't faze me, but a lot of brothers be trying to shame these women back to the table too, trying to strike fear in them of dying alone and all this other bullshit. Them hoes don't care nothing about that.
That's not gonna work, man. I mean, the only way you'll get them if you give them one, take away the power they have, the feminist ideology with the course and everything else, and take their money away where they have no type of leeway to go on OnlyFans and Instagram and all this other shit and Government Daddy and all that. That's the only way you're gonna take away that power. Other than that, they don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Shit in the 1950s. But you know, it's truth what it is. Let me ask you this, because you didn't go through child support because you still married everything. Unfortunately, I went through the child support shit. What's your take about baby mama terrorists who run to the court because of failed relationship, failed divorce, teach a man a lesson, manipulate the child to take the father out the picture? What's your take on that?
Well, I have to agree with the homie when he says anything that happens to you after you trust the bitch is on you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be, I tell brothers all the time, from a man perspective, man, you have to protect your seeds with your life. Now, granted, us men, we make some terrible decisions sometimes, you know, dealing with women. And you got to understand, these bitches go through phases. They change. They're whimsical. One minute they're one way, and the next minute they're another way. Okay, this is why you shouldn't be so in a hurry to pump a baby in abroad. Now, if y'all been together for a long period of time and you actually know this woman inner workings, man, how her character really is, then I get it, man. You know, and it does happen. It does happen. But see, another part of the aspect of this shit is, you know, as far as, you know, black men, we're always, you know, the first to rush in and be a savior to these women. So it's easy for them to go to the court system on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're incentivized to be against the male. You know what I'm saying? They get paid to do that bullshit. And on top of that, there's some shit-eating simp waiting around the corner or in her inbox on social media, ready to come in and play stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it easier for these bras to do that fuck shit and go and serve you up to the system. I often say that, man. A lot of the times these motherfuckers are the most hotep pro-blackity woke bitches in the world up until it's time to go down there and serve your ass up to the family court system. You understand what I'm saying?
You didn't say that.
I can't see.
You didn't. I know you didn't know. You didn't just say that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, I was just talking about that. What was that? What was that, y'all? Was it Sunday, Saturday? This dude, you up on Young Pharaoh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if you know about Young Pharaoh was the one who, you know, he rapped and he was pro-black hotep, got the Egyptian thing across his eye and everything. We support our queens, God's mother earth, and God is God, and the 80 kings, these bitches. And now he's going through the bullshit with both his baby mama terrorists. They sabotage his channel. They sabotage his character. He almost lost his 5 acres of land. They both of them took to court the same day. He's not allowed to see his kids, and they trying to put him in jail and so on. And now he went from ready to kill the black man, going state to state for disrespecting the black woman, to now saying fuck the black community, fuck these bitches. I'm not pro-black, I'm pro-human, and white man never gave me no problem. And these bitches hollering black power and queen, but you run the white supremacy to set a black man up for failure. You cannot make this shit up.
It boils back to history, though. If you know the history, then you know these bitches been selling your ass out since fucking slavery, man. A lot of these hoes own slaves and shit. You understand? And they was the worst goddamn slave masters. I'm talking about black women. If you know your fucking history, okay, then
I know about it, but school them on the history.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, when you think you always hear them talking about the T, you know, the T on this and the T on that. Do you know back in the you know, this came out back in the fucking 1860s and 1850s. These bitches would sit on the porch with the slave master and his wife and divulge information about the, you know, the energy or whatever, you know, the balance or however the morale of the slaves. You understand what I'm saying? Divulging who want to escape and who talking about escaping and who's bringing turmoil and shit in the slave houses and all this other bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? And they heavily enforced, you know, that New Testament or the scripture, the Bible, and all this other bullshit, man. It was black women doing that. So when you hear these hoes talking about divesting and all this other bullshit and white zaddy and all this other stuff, man, they've been doing that. They've been doing that.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to whoever CC is. These men sound hurt. I don't know how they figure somebody hurt because the truth is out there. What is hurt? I mean,
no, the truth hurts.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by these men sound hurt. I mean, because what he just said is true. You can look up yourself. I mean, I get if you don't like what you hear, but I just don't. Ain't nobody hurt.
But I normally tell a motherfucker, until you put a face behind what you saying, behind your words, shut the fuck up. You a yellow belly coward. That's what you're, CC. Cunt coward. Yeah. Okay. We see you, buddy. Salute to you. The fuck out of here.
I don't block. I let them say what they say, but when I tell them hey, you can jump on here and speak your piece, they don't come on here, so I don't even, you know.
Yeah, but what happened? Your mama, Chris Norwood, salute to you, but your daddy black, your mama black.
That's another thing. They always tell me my mama black, and I'm like, I had a daddy too. My dad was black. I didn't come from single motherism, but I'm just, I don't get it. I mean, you know, they assume anything when you speak the truth.
Well, men ain't supposed to have a sanctuary to come and talk about the male issues, male problems. Women can sit up there like they've been on Ricky Lake and on fucking talk shows for the past 40 years talking about black men ain't shit, you know, fuck the black man, even to the point now they talking about abort all black male babies and shit like that. They can say that shit, but you hoes ain't over there running your mouth about them being hurt and disgruntled and all this other bullshit. No, you come over here. This is the problem, man. Like in all my years, I've only had one featured female, and that was my niece, who's, by the way, is getting married on the 10th of November. You understand what I'm saying? No kids, no nothing. And it's the reason. That's why I only talk to men. You understand what I'm saying? I don't try to get no kind of understanding of what the fuck you bitches think in any goddamn way. I'm a pro-truth man. Do men need to hold themselves accountable for a lot of their decision making? Absolutely. I call it down the middle. But when you come over this motherfucker and try to shame the truth, or try to shame men from speaking the truth and talking about their truth and a lot of the issues that men go through, particularly black men, and you come over here and try to shame men with that shit, it shows just how fucking disgruntled your ass really is and how dysfunctional you are. Because you can't see behind anything else but what the fuck you believe in. I'll listen to anybody and hear their side of the story. I may not agree with it, but at least I did sit up there and hear them out and hear their point of view. That's it.
Because I want to get a clear understanding of what you're saying, because I might take something the wrong way because I'm just judging the book by the cover. And, you know, like, you know, people see the fuck child support hat and they be like, oh, you don't want to take care of your kids. I said, well, why do we need child support to take care of our kids when we can just be parents? Mm-hmm. So, you know, then that's what I say. They say they hate this system, white man system, white supremacy, but they show run loving white supremacy and government daddy. So that's why I say I don't entertain the community when they talk that black power shit.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you go ahead, man. But think about a lot of these marches and protesters, this Black Lives Matter and all this other bullshit that was going on, right? Okay, look at some of these men who were killed. Look at some of these men who were shot, like the motherfucker that was in the wheelchair and then he was on his hospital bed acting like he was Malcolm X or somebody. Who called the law on that man?
And that's what I say. That the baby mama terrorists. That's what I say.
And nearly every instance that you see where it's a black male death is always normally a woman involved to some capacity, whether he trying to defend the honor of his sister who got 4 kids by 5 different men. You understand what I'm saying? Or a bitch that he fucking that giving him some convenient pussy and she run to him when somebody getting on her motherfucking ass or something, you know, and you trying to defend the honor of these bitches. Man, think about how many brothers are incarcerated, you know, out this bitch trying to hustle up money to impress some worthless bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Men put themselves in compromising positions behind their lust and love for women. And these bitches still turn around at the end of the day telling you, we don't need you. Okay.
And they don't. And truthfully, they don't.
No.
They don't. With all this equal, not equal opportunity, but all this shit they get from government daddy, motherfucker, they could go on Instagram and show their fucking feet, and motherfuckers start giving them money. They start giving them money. They don't need you. They don't. That's why they so independent now. They not independent, but they master. They think they're independent, but they just getting handouts from somebody else, not from you, men. And sometimes I know you ain't been on here, but it seemed like you've been watching some of the videos, because I did a video sometime beginning of the year, said Jacob Blake, you blame the police, you blame the white police and white supremacy. No, you need to blame the baby mama terrorists that called 911 and made that victimhood ass phone call.
Exactly.
And not only that, that's why the cop got off. It was that phone call. You know what I'm saying? And he was a weak sucker because he came over there because he heard that she got with some other dude and he took her keys and he resisted arrest. And he went in there, tried to grab a knife, or he had a knife on him, and he got the MGK. So now he's paralyzed, hollering Black Power with $3 million. You cannot. So then you gotta go try to destroy Kenosha with white people, dumbass Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And then you got Kyle who went out there playing Captain America, and he killed 3 white people, and you got dumb black motherfuckers going there and talking about some white supremacy because white supremacists killed another white supremacist. You cannot make that shit up.
Oh, yeah. They smear that shit all over the news, man, and make it seem like a race thing when he was fucking up his own people. You understand what I'm saying? You know, ain't nobody talking about Ahmaud Arbery, though.
God damn it. And then that's what I said, but y'all motherfuckers want to fight over there, talking about this is white privilege and white supremacy. but y'all ain't talking about over there in Georgia where 2 white supremacists, as far as I'm concerned, killed a black man.
Oh yeah, man.
Not make this shit up.
Exactly. But the thing is about it doesn't fit the narrative, man. Look, man. It's if you read like the 48 Laws of Power and other books like that, man, you'll see how motherfuckers. Because the thing is about them. The bottom line is, you know, when you're raised by a bunch of women, when your society is raised by a bunch of women, you're gonna be over emotional. And the media. And even what you would call the white supremacists, they know how to play on your goddamn emotions. They know how to get a reaction out of you. They'll have your ass, you know, following these blind agendas like Black Lives Matter, or even have LeBron James speak on some shit, you know what I'm saying, to get you all emotionally wound up in some bullshit that don't even concern you.
And he's not even gonna get involved.
No, of course not.
Shit, yeah,
man. You know, the thing is about it, man, follow the money. You understand what I'm saying? As long as they keep your ass divided, keeping women, you know, saying they're strong and independent, don't need a man, and they're grooming this next generation of young black men to be soldiers for the gynocracy. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. You know, and so I don't get caught up in all the hoopla and stuff. I'll say this. You know, this is the problem that I have with like the dating coach type shit. We got so many issues going on, but these dating coaches, they make a lot of money off of motherfuckers getting emotionally wound up in bitches. You still want to chase behind a bitch. If you were to take that type of energy and invest in being a motherfucking man with structure, order, discipline, character, building a business, going out here getting your bag and focusing on you more than anything else, then you wouldn't have those fucking issues with women that a lot of dudes have. You know, I shout out to brother Ohim Amir, man, because I was listening to him because he do the crypto thing, but he said something profound. And it hit the nail right on the head with this dating coach shit. With so much black men going through, you worried about chasing bitches to get okay. Then now you go out here and pay $99.99 for this goddamn pamphlet, this program to get bitches. Okay, now you done bought the program. Okay, now you done went out here and you're trying to get bitches and you ain't getting the results. And that didn't get your shit. And then you go to the dating coach and be like, God damn, man, I used your shit and it didn't work. Okay, well, you got to get part 2 of it. You just didn't get part 2 of it. You know, that's why you ain't getting the results. You got to get part 2. Part 2 is going to be $299 for this course, you know, a 10-part course. And it's a bottomless pit. All that energy that you got going on, man, you need to be focusing on you. You understand? Setting a standard for your life, being a goddamn man before you anything else. That's why I say hashtag men first. It don't matter if you're Chinese, Mexican, black, white. It don't matter what it is. Be a man before you anything else, because that's what you are, man.
And that's why I say, y'all, as men, we have to change the laws in our mind in order to make change. Again, we have to change. We have to fix ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Well, maybe start saying financially. I want to think about it till you said financially. You said it, and I said you right, because people say money ain't shit. You don't need money. That's a motherfucking lie. So yeah, that's a lie. So yes, you have to fix yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially.
The thing is about it, man. One takes care of the other. It's in that order, man. Mentally, spiritually, physically, all that shit is a chain, man. And if you do those 4 things, brother, if you focus on those things, man, you ain't got time to be worried about what a bitch doing. And you're not gonna be putting yourself in fucked up positions like, you know, out here being willy-nilly with your damn seeds and making 6 babies by 6 different bitches. You ain't Future. You ain't got the bag like Future. Right. And it shows a clear-cut sign that you're not disciplined in here. That's why y'all know you're not together mentally, because you're not disciplined. You're uncentered. You all over the goddamn place, man. You're thinking with your motherfucking little head. And that shit gonna bite you in the ass in the long run, man.
And that's why who am I to tell you, yeah, up and get married and rush to have a family and all that? Not in this day. And I can't tell you that. I'll be lying to y'all. That's why I say integrity's the motherfucker. I understand a lot of cats want to keep that collection plate going and they lack integrity. They tell you what you want to hear, false hope. It's no different from these fake ass preachers, these clefo dollar ass niggas. It's no different. Just one on YouTube and one at the church. It's no different. So I mean, that's why I do move the way I do, and that's why I don't care about having a bunch of subs and all that, because in due time it's gonna happen. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, that what you see, that's reality, man. And you got somebody that's tickling your chin. That shit ain't doing no but setting you up for failure with false hopes. You know, I want to give a shout out to Tola for the $5 donation. She said, coat fees, big bro. I got you, my man. Shout out to my man Tola, man. Cows gang. And that's the thing I don't understand. And you said it earlier. Women as a whole, especially the black women, has been saying, we don't need you men. We independent. We don't need you. Fuck you. We good. And they are. But now you hear men saying, we don't need you bitches, and men first, and change the law of your mind and do what you got to do. Fix yourself first. Take accountability and so on. Now is, y'all seem like some hurt people. Who hurt you? Your mama black. Oh, you a deadbeat. And all this shit. That's why I say you got to keep your veins cold, y'all, because they're going to tell you anything, because anything that you do is a problem. When they go and marry a white dude, no problem. You go marry a white woman, let me tell you what they say. Let me tell you. What's she at?
How dare you do this to me? How do you live with yourself?
You know, and then you know, when you say fuck bitches get money, now all of a sudden, you know, how can you say that? If you say fuck you and what you do, or wash my hands, move on with the child support shit, then now they say you're a deadbeat. That's why I say you cannot make this shit up.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. When a woman asks you that shit, it's actually an indictment on women. Mm-hmm. They're actually admitting that they know women hurt men in several different ways. Okay, and a lot of these cases, that shit start at home. Mm-hmm. You know, with fucking nearly 80% of black men being raised by single mothers. You know, I actually weep for a lot of these, you know, great grandkids of the generation that we got coming up, because you know, I don't get into the past of how women behaved in the past and all that bullshit, but I'm gonna tell you something. I would hate to see my great grandson look up and see my old lady, you know, bent over a motherfucking car, busting it wide open, not standing there with her husband like we would see, you know, a husband or just some wholesome picture of a good wholesome woman. No, you see your grandmama, she busting it open. That shit it's gonna be a sad day, man.
They not even called grandma. You got to call them by their first name or grandma. You don't call them grandma.
Man, I'm gonna
tell you. You don't do that. No,
yeah, man. These cougars, man, and what a lot of women don't fail to realize, these cougars be pumping them a lot of fucked up bad information to keep them fucked up just like they are, because they view them as competition. Why you think they get auntie, bitch, 40 years old, man, shit sagging off of looking like hamburger meat. You understand what I'm saying? All saggy bodied and shit, but you got on some tight ass shit going out to the club, getting your drink on and shit. You actually look pretty fucking pathetic, but there ain't nobody gonna tell you that, because it's always gonna be some shit-eating maggot simp that's gonna be ready to smash.
And then they going with they going with their daughters, shaking their ass together. And just said it right. One of the reasons, and that's why I say baby mama tears, well, government dad is the reason for all this anyway. And these baby mama tears, but I blame these simp enforcers, because these simp enforcers will come to their defense and never got to hold no type of accountability, you know, like this.
Here I come to save the day.
And that's why I feel sorry for our future, because majority of these dudes come from single motherism and they didn't have no male figure in their life, and they will sit back and say, regardless of what she did wrong or didn't do wrong, she has to take no accountability, that I got her back. That's why you got male feminists out here. That's why it's only a select few of men like you and me and others who got to go against these simple forces, because they're our problems.
And I'll say this too, man, not to hog the mic or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, it all boils back to integrity as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because like on the male side, man, you'll see a lot of these motherfuckers in these spaces, you know, try to bring up the guise of, you know, under the guise of, you know, saving the community, you know, and all this other bullshit. But what they really want is some convenient pussy. They want to control the bitch. And they'll try to use the community or saving the community as some sort of, you know, bait to lure these bitches back to the table and all this other stupid ass shit. That shit is a facade. And I heard a motherfucker the other day, man, and I got to say something about this. This is why I be talking about integrity in these male spaces. Okay, you know, whatever your channel is geared toward, man, it's all good, bro. If you a YouTuber, man, if that's your source of revenue, man, by all means, do your motherfucking thing. I'm under the belief that men should have multiple streams of revenue. That's just the way it's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? But then when you try to shame a man, talking about, oh, I got more money than you, my platform bigger than you, and all this bullshit, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Just like you always talk.
My bad, wrong one.
Yeah, but you want to sit up here and talk about, you know, winter is coming and you know you can't wait for the great fall of this civilization and all this other bullshit, man. What if YouTube decide to shut down? What if Google and AdSense decide to shut down? Your ass gonna be broke, living from hand to mouth, just like the motherfucker on the streets. You're 40 years old up this bitch getting up behind a camera, running your goddamn mouth all day. That actually shows me that you ain't really doing nothing productive with yourself. You talking about not having a boss. Oh, if you work a job, you know, you a beta male and you're weak and all this other bullshit because you work a 9 to 5. But motherfucker, ain't you working for somebody? Huh? Google controls you, motherfucker. Shit.
Walmart is always hiring.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Tola for the $5 donation. He said, shout out to the real, most honorable Justice Palmer. Appreciate you, my brother. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread show for the $4.99. He said, absolutely. They can only teach them to pick up the same women that they point out the bad behaviors of Miss Goodbread. Shout out to you, my brother. And oh, wait a minute. No, it's from my sister. It might be from both of them because they both be on the panel. They doing their thing. Husband and wife, and they definitely speak the truth. Shout out to you both.
If you hear a motherfucker talk long enough, you will actually hear their true intentions. The same motherfucking bitches that they complain about and tell you to stay away from, don't be wifing up single mothers and all this bullshit. These motherfuckers take your YouTube money, your Cash App money, your Super Chat money and all that shit, and they taking Spirit flights across the country to lay up with fat bitches, okay? And this shit has been exposed. This is the shit I was telling y'all motherfuckers over a year ago, man. The shit gets me. That's why I talk about a lot of integrity is for sale, man. Clicks and views. This shit actually becomes addictive to them. They can't wake up in the morning without goddamn turning on that goddamn camera, running their fucking mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of doing out here doing getting some business for themselves, they always talking about the community, but you ain't hiring no goddamn body.
And you ain't living in the community.
No.
Shout out to Tola wants to give it a $2 donation. He said, "Pay your coat fees." Hey man, he's steady donating. Y'all got to aid the system, man. We got grown man business up in here, man, laying down the law. Truth is what it is, man. Come on, now, let's make this happen. Shout out to LSP to go and shout out to you. She said, "Don't forget, McDonald's they hiring too." Yeah, McDonald's. You got Target. You got Amazon. They give you $3,000 bonuses. They'll pay you 100% of your school fees and shit for college. Ain't no excuse. And you know what? Unfortunately, because of this pandemic, it's a lot of jobs is hiring. I went to the restaurant last week. We went out to the restaurant and they had 2 servers and one had to do multiple jobs. And I'm like, damn. And yes, my man Tim Howard V said YouTube is a hustle. Yeah, it's a hustle. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why my thing is just keep my name out your mouth because I'm not your competition. I got 6,000 views. You got 100,000 and up and 50,000 and shit. But you worried about me? Something wrong. I'm supposed to be the deadbeat on the couch.
But look, ain't nothing wrong with the hustle, bro. Nothing wrong with the motherfucking hustle. Don't get me wrong, but don't come up this bitch talking about his male empowerment. You understand what I'm talking about? Because a lot of this shit ain't male empowerment. It's just you up this running your goddamn mouth, feeding a lot of bad information. You see how motherfuckers like, I'm not going to call no name, but you'll see certain different motherfuckers, you know, that's always on YouTube running their mouth, hopping from panel to panel to panel. They change their stance on shit so much, you don't even know where they stand at.
Yeah, 100%. You don't. They go along, they rather go along, get along, train, and that's why I say when people they call black women pick-me's, the true definition of a pick-me is one who pick and choose who's right and is wrong, or who's telling the truth and who is a lie based off who they like and who they don't like. That's why I don't get no folks you talking about. Brother Watkins said, how do you send donations? The Cash App is on the bottom. Mr. Palmer D for West, or you can do the super chat. I prefer the Cash App because it's 100% donation versus 70% donation that YouTube do. But that's one of the easier ways to Cash App, because sometimes YouTube stop where you can't even send a super chat. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and that's why I say you do you. Just keep my name out of it, because one thing I've been called a deadbeat, which I'm a high value deadbeat. I've been called you know, who hurt you and everything, and whatever you say. I sleep on the couch. I run for child support, and I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. But one thing I ain't been called yet was a motherfucker lie. They ain't prove me wrong yet. So I mean, I'll be whatever you say, but until you prove me wrong, you ain't said shit. Just like motherfuckers say, you know, ain't your mama black? Ain't your mama black?
Oh,
shit. But you know what though? I know you say you've been out the loop for a minute. When you plan on coming back on here, man?
Well, I mean, I still do, you know, the upload content.
Oh, you been doing pre-recorded?
I still do my pre-recorded. I just don't do as many lives as I used to. I don't do as many pre-recorded, man. You know, I used to upload videos every other day. Now I'm more or less like once a week. You understand what I'm saying? Because it started getting aggravating after a while, especially when you a genuine content creator that's making shit specifically for a message. You know what I'm saying? And then when motherfuckers still doing the same shit over and over and over, making the same mistakes, sure, you'll get an influx of new people in here. And sometimes you'll find yourself saying the same things, repeating yourself. But then when you start hearing motherfuckers saying the same shit and using it as that quote unquote hustle that we talk about, man, it shows that they're not genuine. They're not elevating men anymore. They're just keeping them in the same little fucking space, you know? And a lot of them, and I have to agree with Ramil, they leading them right back to that fucking plantation, man. How do you make the face of your space someone who mainly helps women, telling women how to hustle men? Okay, and now you to the point where you got females becoming the face of the male space. Okay, and this motherfucker bringing, you know, transgenders and homo on the platform. So tell me this.
When was this?
Man, tell me this space ain't compromised.
Oh wow, I know you said it earlier, but I'm like, I thought you meant maybe one person come on.
No, man, I've seen that shit multiple times.
Oh no,
I mean, the women do it all the time, but I'm talking about in male spaces, the women that you put up on a pedestal. You understand what I'm saying? Look, man, my thing is, you know, if you're a woman, you know, and you genuine about your message, why do you have to use a male space to get your message out there? Because it's a fucking hustle to you. You ain't out this bitch preaching the gospel to no women about the shit that you saying, because you know women don't want to hear that shit. They hustling these dumbass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that for that YouTube check, for that cash out, for them donations, man. You understand what I'm saying? You think these hoes living that shit they talking about? I know one broad, you know, she God bless her heart. You know what I'm saying? I understand that she may be coming from a genuine place, but I don't want to hear it. Me personally, because I don't talk to women like that. You understand what I'm saying? If I go to a man's house and I need to speak with someone, if his wife answers the goddamn door, you know, where's your husband? Is the husband home? Other than that, if he ain't there or whatever, you know, I'll come back later or leave my number so he can contact me. I don't sit up there and go back and forth with women. Not on YouTube and not nowhere.
Right, 100%. I want to give a shout out to my man Darrell Long, man. He got his own channel and he's part of Conversation with King. He gonna be telling his story real soon. He had fought against the mother, and he ended up getting sole custody. So he's in Michigan, and you know Michigan's one of the most fucked up bullshit ass family court system there is, like the top 10, no, about top 5, truthfully. Shout out to the brother from, I think he's from Detroit. I just want to give a shout out to Conversation with King. Will it do? You know, I appreciate you coming in. I was on this channel in a disagreement, you know what I'm saying, with a certain party. You know, like I say, man, a lot of people who you think don't fuck with me because they try to tell me don't fuck with him. A lot of me look at that shit like, shit, he's right. Shout out to Conversation with King. Follow both of them, man. They work together, but Darrell got his own channel too. And King don't have no kids and he's not married. He's living his life and doing his thing, but he understands exactly what I'm talking about. I got plenty of men on here that ain't got no kids and not married at all. And they understand exactly what it is because they seen they father go through it, or friends, brothers, and grandfathers, and so on. They saw how they piece shit ass grandmother or mama was, you know, and they finally saw the light. So I mean, people like Mr. O from Inglewood in Chicago, he ain't got no kids. Black pill for real.
Shout out to Mr. O. Mr. O, my dog, man.
Yeah, I can't get mad at him and say, man, why you black pill, man? Why don't you just be red? No, you do whatever you got to do to make you better as a man. Free agent lifestyle, red pill, MGTOW.
Mm-hmm.
All the equals to change the laws of your mind. You want to be high value, that change, as long as you change your mindset to be men first and love yourself and do them 4 things, I have no problem with it.
But
Change the laws of your mind.
But I'm gonna say this, Mr. Palmer. What gets me is you have men shaming other men for doing what's best for them.
That's because it was raised by who?
Okay, then that mama, mammy.
Yeah, mammy. Baby mama, mammy, because a real mother is gonna tell you what it is, and they're gonna try to have some type of male figure around. And that's why I tell these single mothers, the ones who didn't choose to be single mothers, not these baby mama tears, because it is a lot of women who did not choose to be single mothers. I tell them what you have to do, especially with the boys. Raise your child the best way you can, but have a male figure around. Use your dad, use your brother, use an uncle, use a coach or somebody. Don't have a bunch of niggas around that you meet on Twitter, TikTok, and plenty of fists to be a so-called father. And do not have him around you too much without a male figure, because he's gonna mimic you.
Look, a cat can't raise a dog to be a dog. It can only train that dog to behave like a cat, man.
Right, 100%. Start out dirty folks. My man Oak Summers from Chicago said, "Nothing women saying clothes, even on the with clothes on, even matters." You right? We're gonna be doing shows together too, man.
Oh shit, that's funny. That's funny.
Man, you've been speaking this since the '90s, man. Before YouTube was even out there, man. But yeah, I want to talk about this man who was paying alimony. He was paying alimony for years, and he knew that she was able to work. He knew that she was lying. The courts allowed it. Government daddy allowed it. And she finally got caught up because Channel 5 News investigated the situation and even did some undercover shit and got her caught up. Oh, man. I want to see what you think about this. Did you see it though?
Yeah, I watched it as soon as you sent it to me.
You did what? Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not gonna read the shit, man. We're gonna watch the video. You cannot make this shit up. And this is an Al Karen. So that's what I'm saying. I've been saying this all the time. White man get screwed the most when it comes to this system, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the higher rate when it comes to child support and shit like that. He ain't on child support. He just had to pay that alimony. It started from $100 a month. And she went back and said, I need to increase to $600 a month, and did it for some years. Let's check this out, because they quick to say, "Oh, it's just black men whining and complaining." White men don't do that. That's the biggest lie ever. Shit. Let's get it started.
A News 5 investigation gets results for a man who had been trying for years to prove his ex-wife was milking the court system so she could continue receiving alimony payments. Following a 14-year marriage that ended more than a decade ago, the woman's attorney filed paperwork claiming she was too sick to work and needed more alimony. But our investigative team uncovered not only was she working as a caregiver, she had no issue disclosing how much money she was really making.
It seems like a really uphill battle to prove things.
It's why Greg Sarnecki and his wife Teresa reached out to News 5 Investigates, adamant this woman, Helga Sarnecki, wasn't being honest in court about her employment.
Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Oh, shit.
I don't know if she's on, I don't know what social media she on, but she says that she cannot afford to work. She's disabled and all these things, but yet she got our story. I specialize in elderly and home care for their own comfort of their own home. I also specialize in German food, so I guess she's a German foods. I like to provide. I cook quite a variety of different foods. I used to have my business in Shreve, whatever, Air Force Base, and the commander's building, which I had provided my service as well. If interested, please contact me for more details and information. I can give to you. I love taking care of elderly people as this has been the best thing I could ever have done besides the taste of my own foods. You can contact me at, and then that's the phone number. What you got to say about that, GMB?
Well, first, it's three different factors. First of all, that picture that she got up there looks like it comes straight off a day nap. Okay, then. The second of all, this is for, your traveling bros. Helga comes from Germany. And she come to America, and guess what? She fell right in line with the modern American female. Okay. So, and lastly, bruh, you setting up that bitch with your new bitch. You didn't learn your lesson? You should have learned your fucking lesson.
So, because if I get divorced, I'm not getting married no more.
Never.
For me, fuck out of here. I ain't going. To each his own. I know cats have been married 3 times. I'm not doing that 3 times. 3 strikes you out. No, it's only 1 for me.
Nah.
Let's continue.
For the last decade, Helga had been collecting alimony to support her. This year, Helga's attorney, R. Gregory Haller, filed this motion to not only continue spousal payments, but increase the amount from $100 a month to $600 a month. Court records show Helga had testimony from a former employer alleging she could no longer lift and work at a building maintenance company. But cell phone video recorded by Helga's next-door neighbor clearly shows Helga lifting and moving this backyard water pond liner just a few days before she appeared in court. Then there's cell phone video Teresa provided us showing Helga dancing with a male stripper in a club.
So basically, this is her life, the piece of shit. She's moving heavy shit to help dogs because she's getting paid helping the elderly, I guess. And she said she needed more money. She couldn't work at her plant. No, she quit a job because she's living off the ex-husband, and she's able to get dicks in her mouth and get ready to suck with his money. You cannot make this shit up.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. What did I say earlier about that second whole phase? They look for these fucking dumbass motherfuckers that's stupid enough to marry him, and now he got to finance that second whore phase. Okay, okay. Now she up that bitch getting the fucking helicopter, getting teabagged by a goddamn Herman over here, off of his fucking dime. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
And yes, just like let me see, who was that? Ricardo, who said that? I think Tim Howard V. No, was it Ricardo? Let me see. One of y'all. It was Tim Howard V, and he's telling the truth. Germany is a Americanized country, and all them Americanized countries, they all got alimony, child support. Because here, like I say, America is $51 billion, and the UK is $48 billion business when it comes to child support. So anywhere there's Americanized and feminist ideology, she gonna get hers. This motherfucker actually got filmed. Finna get the helicopter. Helicopter treatment is right.
Like I tell you before, man, goddamn Tyrone gets the head, Henry gets the headaches. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up, man. Let's continue, man. She was able to get $100 to $600. Yeah, hold on.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. When people be talking about, black men complain, black men just whine because they don't do that, and they not the one who do more the whine, if you want to call it whine and crying, which I really is calling it out, is the white man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. So y'all can talk that shit all you want. Let's continue, man. Let me raise this volume up because I don't know why I gotta raise it up on their news and shit. They shit is sounding bullshit.
Apple believes this isn't indicative of a woman who is too sick to work.
If somebody could just follow her on a daily basis and see how she is when she goes to the grocery store, all we can do is show before and after videos of when she's not being watched, how she is, and then the videos of when she is in a courtroom, how she is.
After our original story aired,
I want to give a shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for the PLN $35. He says, salute to you both, Palmer and GMB. Let me cut this down. I gotta have it up when the news play. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who O'Shea is, man. I will say follow O'Shea, but I know all y'all do. So I don't need to tell y'all that. Y'all know exactly who O'Shea Duke Jackson is. Shout out to O'Shea one more again. Yeah. But yeah, man. See, that's what I'm saying, man. These cats be teabagging. These motherfuckers know how it is that they can get away with doing nothing, and government daddy is not gonna stop this money. This dude been complaining about this for a decade.
But I'll say this too, man. This shit is more common even in marriages. Now they divorced and she paying alimony, but what you think your bitch doing when she going out there to Vegas, going to them dancing bear parties? You know what I'm saying? Getting teabag, giving some motherfucker with a goddamn bear mascot head on, butt ass naked with a sock on his dick. You know, just sucking his shit through the sock and all this shit, and you financing that.
And not only that, they filming this shit.
Man, some of this shit, a lot of this shit happened, you know, for the bachelorette parties and bullshit. Anytime your bitch say she need to go somewhere exotic for some sort of fucking bachelorette parties with her homegirls, man, what you think finna happen?
When I wasn't no bachelorette party, ain't no motherfucking bachelorette party, motherfucker. The fuck you talking about? See, that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of things when it come to men, hey, look, y'all talking about getting married, which I know majority of y'all ain't, but if y'all, you know, plan on doing it, you lay down that law, man. The bitch shouldn't be on no social media.
No.
And she shouldn't be no fucking bachelorette parties.
No.
I'm just gonna care. That's just what I'm telling you. That's my suggestion, my thoughts, my opinion. Y'all might say, hey, it's cool, but I ain't going. Ain't no motherfucker be doing no teabag with a sock on, doing all that shit. Fuck out of here.
Motherfucker all gyrating and shit. You goddamn all in front of that shit. Right. Get out of here. Probably farting in the bitch face and mouth and every goddamn thing. Get on out of here, man.
Then, look, GMB, then you want to come on and give me a kiss afterwards talking about I had a good time. Thank you. What the fuck you talking?
I'm telling you, brother. Like my man said earlier, you know, he said I always call it the second whore phase, but I only call it that because they able to be open with it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's a lot of the whole phases could continue throughout the damn marriage. You know, you come in kissing that bitch on the lip and the milkman just went out the back door. You understand me?
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to Robert Watkins for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, my brother, to the fullest. And on that note, when we were just talking about, you know, these Al Karens, because I told you, them the worst baby mama tears on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta let you know, you fake ass baby mama tear supporters that, you know, talk about, oh, this is black man problems that be whining and crying and shit. I'm gonna let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X. How it go, y'all? Y'all know.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. Now this motherfucker looked to be 60, and she's still living her best life on the old money, your dime, to the point where she said $600 is good enough for me to quit and start babysitting, do my own bullshit around the neighborhood. She didn't have to work at that labor job.
Well, you know what's basically going on. This is why I talk about the second whole phase, because then they can finance the younger meat that they're getting. You know what I'm saying? It might be Chris, some fucking meth head that's missing 6 teeth out the front of his goddamn mouth. You know, she's supporting this fucking meth habit or buying him a car or something, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, opioid.
Oh yeah, man. Fuck out of here.
Hey, let's continue, man. You can't make this shit up, man. This shit real right here, man. Shit.
Helga called the News 5 Investigates tip line.
For one, I never said I couldn't work.
You may find that odd because Helga's.
Now, that was her response about, I never said I couldn't work. Now, you saw the paperwork is kind of quick, but basically you saw the big letters when her lawyer said she's unable to work. He didn't say, well, she limited to work. She said she's unable to work. And here she come out telling the media, to the news, I never said I couldn't work. That's what I said. That's how these baby mama test line court.
Yeah, but I mean, a half truth is a whole lie.
Well, 100%. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying because some bitches take her for
She might have been unable to work a job because she lazy as hell, but she still can work that mouth.
Right. You saw she was able to do that. She was finna get ready to do the helicopter spin.
Oh yeah.
The spin a Rooney.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's continue.
His own attorney filed this motion on June 8th, 2021, that specifically told the courts that Helga could not work at all beginning the last week of May. When requesting an increase in spousal payments, Helga's attorney also said Helga's health has deteriorated in 2021 and continues to deteriorate at a more rapid pace. He also stated that Helga was taking care of just one client as a caregiver due to her pain and health problems.
If you're qualified to take care of people's loved ones, elderly loved ones, you would think you're qualified to take care of yourself.
With Teresa and Greg's permission, News 5 responded to an ad Helga had posted on the internet for caregiving services. Remember, Helga's own attorney was trying to get the courts to increase spousal payments due to her medical issues and inability to work. Helga agreed to meet one of our undercover employees at this Starbucks, where she admitted she doesn't just take care of one client, she has 4, and then disclosed that one of her clients pays her $2,000 a month. After this evidence came to light, we've since learned Helga has dropped her request for alimony payments. In fact, Greg and Teresa don't have to pay Helga another penny moving forward.
Now, I hope everybody heard that perfectly clear. She was getting $2,000 a month, and she had multiple babysitting jobs, and yet she was still trying to live off the husband.
And the new bitch, what her name? Teresa. Teresa, did you see that look in her eyes? She was like, "This bitch ain't finna be cutting into my bag no more."
Right, because she basically saying I'm next.
Oh yeah.
See, that was the problem.
That look, you put a freeze frame on that look. I was hoping you caught it. That look right there. Yeah, I got his ass now.
Stop backing up. I ain't got no problem with
that. That look in her eye, goddamn, at the end, man. Look how she look at the camera. She side-eye that motherfucker.
Hold on, let me.
Greg and Teresa don't have to pay Helga.
Look at that look. That motherfucking look. Oh yeah. I ain't got to get this bitch another dime. Goddamn, I'm finna cut his ass. I'm gonna hit his ass for $1,600 a month.
You know what though? And maybe he did have a kid, but they didn't mention that. But I'm looking at him. I think he's looking like, damn, I think I fucked up again.
And I'm gonna tell you something, these motherfuckers suck you dry too, man. Look at my boy, man. Hairline receding and shit. He's supposed to be aging gracefully, bitchless. You understand what I'm saying? But you see the baby in the background. See, I be observing shit. That kid in the background is her grandbaby. It ain't his. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you, he probably ain't had no children with Helga. He taking care of her goddamn family with the picture in the background and shit. Look at her ass. She's sucking his ass dry.
Hey, you say she giving him the helicopter, huh?
No, yeah. I mean, she probably give him. She get you get head on your birthday or Christmas or some fucking holiday, and she in the strip club. As soon as they turned off the camera, her ass headed out to the strip club to get the helicopter, baby.
Probably had a bachelorette party and everything else to go with. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, my man, or female, it might be a female. I'm gonna say B. Be y'all love. Hey, you two are hilarious. Do more shows. Oh, we're gonna do some more, man. We're gonna do some more. I run for child support. He travel around the nation, man. We're gonna make that happen. You say no more, because I'm next one. I'm gonna be on his show. We're gonna do some shit together, man. This was long overdue. And you know what, y'all? Here's the funny part. Before I knew he had a YouTube, before I even really knew him, me and him was friends on Facebook. I'm like, "What's your Facebook?" He gave me his phone. I said, "Man, we already friends."
I saw you goddamn somewhere, and I said, "Man, fuck Charles, boy, this shit look interesting."
Oh, yeah. And that's where I started.
I said, "Man, they telling you, they give you suggestions of pages to follow and stuff," and I started following you right there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to tell these stupid motherfuckers on here, nigga. I started over there with 100. I got 134,000 follows and likes. That's where I started from, you know. And yeah, O'Shea is one of the people that told me when he interviewed me, "Hey, you need to come over here. It's lucrative." And then Minister Jap came and like, "Hey man, fam, you need to come over here too." So there I went. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know what I'm saying, O'Shea for that. because I didn't think about YouTube on this type of thing. I was doing music back then. I didn't know about podcasts and all that. Definitely.
Yeah, I got kind of introduced to the space through Black Ram initially. Black.
You know what? I talked to him a couple months ago, and he said we're gonna do something together. Shout out to Black Ram. I gotta reach back out to him because we both
man.
busy.
Yeah, I kind of got discovered by Ram, and then it trickled. You know how it is, man. It went from Ram then to BOA, and then I was dealing with BOA and Alpha Kingdom and Stephens Cole, and then I kind of got introduced to O'Shea, and it it kind of took off from there with me,
Yeah, shout out to Alpha Kingdom. I was on his show like some months ago, and we also talk on Instagram. I was on his show. I'm gonna have him come on my show too. He's a good brother too. Shout out to definitely Stephens Cole. He was following me on Instagram before I even knew anything about him. I heard about him through Coach Greg Adams. And dude, his page, this platform, he got a young, diverse crowd.
Oh yeah, man. And I remember it wasn't nowhere to live like that. So I was rocking with him. I always called him like the young phenom, you know what I mean? Because I knew he was gonna take off.
100%, bro. Shout out to them, man, over there. In their own lane. Robert Watkins said, "Do you do coaching sessions?" Yes, I do. GMB, you do coaching sessions too, don't you?
Not so much anymore, man. I just basically, if you message me, I try to reach back out. I always respond to the messages, man. That basically,
okay.
And if you're in dire need, if it sounds severe, if it sounds real bad, then yeah, I'll holler at you, But,
for sure. Okay.
Man.
Shout out to Robert for asking that question. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Rich Bleezy said this show hilarious. Hey, I told you it was long overdue, man. This shit real, man. Yeah. Well, let's finish. Yeah, that's the look like shit where they get a load of me.
Oh yeah, I'm finna get his ass right there.
You know what? I gotta let Fred Sanford speak his piece.
You big dummy.
Yeah.
If you think I'm bullshit, man, that kid in the background is his step grandbaby or great grandbaby. They sucking his ass dry. I'm telling you, sucking that stupid ass in.
You know what, man, stepfather. I wish I would be take care of. I ain't taking no other motherfucking kid. Fuck you. No, fuck that. But maybe he thought he got the right one. Maybe she, like you said, helped him off his feet and everything. Now she like, it's my time, nigga.
Man, brother, as a man, your value increase as you age if you taking care of your motherfucking self. You can't sit up there and tell me you can't get tired of looking at this guzzled, wrinkled neck bitch every morning, looking at her. She's sucking your stupid ass dry. You can't tell me you enjoying that. Man, you land up with some little hot young tender man, some foreign country somewhere, man, living your best life, not financing this bitch and her bastard grand offspring, man. Come on, dude.
I say I one time for me, to each his own, doing 2 and 3 time marriage, or that's why I can't get mad at a lot of brothers say, hey, I'm gonna live a free agent lifestyle. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, because I understand. Just don't go overseas and do the same dumb shit you did over here. That's all I say. You know what I mean? Getting knocked up and having most single bitches pregnant over there. Let's finish up this bullshit. Let's see. Let's make it happen.
Another penny moving forward. A case that was tied up in the court system for 13 years since 2009 is now closed just a few months after our original story uncovered the truth.
I knew that your story blew her out of the water.
Teresa and Greg are now in Texas, but I was able to catch up with them by phone for their reaction. They say the ending to this nightmare is finally over.
There could be zero contact, not even through a third party. Like, we couldn't contact her and she couldn't contact us in any way, which was like a freaking quadruple blessing, Not only did everything end, but she could never contact us ever again.
Meanwhile, Helga had this to say regarding our story.
You don't know anything. You're not a good person. You're just a selfish one that don't know nothing, and you went off a one-sided story and just played it because you wanted to be on the news. That's it.
You know what? When it comes to that, that's the same talk these baby mama terrorists say. When you fight for equal parenting, or you fight for full custody, you just doing that because you don't want to pay no child support. When there's plenty of men who got equal parenting and still pay child support because they make more money, your funky ass. They say anything to try to deter when they calling they shit.
Man, it's the ultimate deflection, man. You hear this bitch shit talking about they're selfish. How the fuck is he selfish? You
What's
understand what I'm saying?
What's selfish to me is that bitch still got his last name and they fucking divorced. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
Okay, just like I talked about, Shawnee O'Neal got a television show and everything, and got married again now, and still using Shaquille O'Neal's last name. That's what all them bitches do.
And you dumb as a sucker, because I guess you say you gonna just get her money and shit, but you married a bitch and she won't even drop a last name that she married from another dude.
Man, you gotta think, bruh. It was reports when they was going through their divorce, man, that this bitch spent over $30 million of this man's money on her side, dude, bruh.
Yep, he was a coach, a trainer or something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
spending
all the money. And yeah, she still was able to get a piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And on that note, they were gonna let Denzel speak for Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Anytime they get caught in their shit, they want to deflect and still try to shame you. You know what I mean? She had to drop the whole thing because you got caught. That's all to it. You had got this money for 13 fucking years and you still ain't satisfied. She still got the man last name. I don't get how you motherfuckers say you hate these dudes, you divorce them, but you want their money, their child support, everything else, and you want to get rid of the fucking last name.
It's the clout, man. It's the clout that come behind that man's name, living off that man's name, bro. Why you think when these bitches goddamn be involved with some sort of celebrity or something, he get the pussy, the first thing they do is run the social media with it. You know what I'm saying? Soon as he jump to the next bitch, they gonna put it out there. Look, let me expose the DMs. Let me show this and that. You know, it's a clout thing, man. Attention is a hell of a drug, dog. And that's most of these bitches' addiction right now.
You know what? I gotta. You know what? On the behalf of the panel, I mean the platform, my people, GMB. I don't mean no disrespect, man, but you can't keep calling them bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you offending all these hoes out here. You leaving them hanging, man. You can't just do these hoes like that. You saying bitches, man, but you offending these hoes out there. You gotta give them their props too.
Okay, my bad, ho. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, bitch.
Right.
Truth is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck
man.
you.
You can't do that, man. You can't just talk about these bitches. You're offending the hoes out here. You can't do that, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. The thing is about it, though, brother. You know, you gotta understand, and that's why I try to talk to the young brothers, man. You know, the thing is about it, like when you get caught up in the social media and the celebrity lane or whatever, man. A lot of these brothers cut a hole in their bag, man, chasing that fat ass and that wet vag. You understand that eye candy, man? That eye candy gonna get your motherfucking ass a toothache in the end, bro. You gotta understand, man. When you getting that type of money, man, you gotta have discipline about yourself. Don't put yourself in no fucking position, bro. And you see it always with these black athletes, man. The first thing they do is run up in some Instagram model and make a baby. You understand what I'm saying? Drake made a baby with a porn star. Granted, you can't call him. Granted, he mulatto or he mixed breed or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, bro, guys follow this shit. You got some of these stupid motherfuckers, man, just to hook the bitch. They'll sit up there and try to make a baby with her. That's the easiest way to the bitch heart. I want a baby with you. And there you go. You done fucked up.
Again, how the fuck you have a kid, PJ Washington have a kid with a motherfucker that wrote a book about playing these athletes and these celebrities and shit. And he was raised by his father. His father taught him finance and everything else, but he didn't teach him about these no good ass bitches. Mm-hmm. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot.
But you can't put a square peg in a round hole, man. You understand what I'm saying? If your dad might have been good with certain different aspects, but he wasn't good with these women at all, probably. You understand what I'm saying? He come from that old traditional bullshit. That's why I say these old heads be giving a lot of bad information, man. These are not the same women that your daddy was dealing with. You got to understand that.
Yes, and on that note, I want to give a shout out to all the baby boomers out there.
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah, definitely, because you one of the reasons why a lot of the future of our black unity, community is fucked up today too. You know, don't forget Claudine, y'all. See, now it's Claudine 2021.
I can't see you though, bitch.
100% facts. Let's finish this last 39 seconds. See what this nigga got to say, and we're going to the next. Can't make this shit up. Yeah.
And we reached out to Helga's attorney twice to get his reaction to the ending of this case, but we did not hear back. I also reached out to Helga one final time just to give her a chance to explain her side of things. She sent a one-line text message back that said, quote, "I can't talk with you." Now, if you need our help exposing a problem or issue in our community, we're listening. You can call our 24/7 tip line anytime at the number on your screen, 719-228-6275, or send an email to news5investigates@koaa.com.
I will say, I don't know what zip code this is, but I wish it was 312 because I would definitely do some investigation like that with these baby mama terrorist whores out here. I would. See, that should have been out here. Notice Gummy Daddy didn't touch this shit for 13 fucking years, knowing that she was lying and faking and everything else. And yet they still allow her to get away with shit until the news media got involved and set her ass up for failure.
Yeah, man. And I'll tell you something else too. This is what I tell, like, even in that case, not to detract anything, but I'm talking about like guys with the child support system and shit like that. Man, I know I had subject matter expert on. Man, he took care of a child for 15 years and the bitch was trying to bleed him dry. She went back to the family court system to get an increase, right?
Yeah.
So basically he did it out of spite. He was like, man, this bitch keep going back for money every goddamn twice a year. Fuck this shit. I'm getting a DNA test. Man, got a DNA test after 15 years, come to find out the child was not his. You understand what I'm saying? For 15 years, he's taking care of another man's sperm, dude. No recourse on the bitch whatsoever. Huh?
Is that Alabama?
Yeah, that happened in Alabama.
Because in Michigan, if you find out that kid ain't yours, they don't give a fuck. You still got to take care of it because they're going to say, well, you've been doing it this long. Why change and stop now? I'm serious. Michigan is known for that. It's some states only a few states honor where we'll get rid of it. Now others like, why stop now?
You should
money.
I'll tell motherfuckers, even if you marry, get a DNA test. I did. I did. Mine look, all that motherfuckers look just like me, but guess what? I don't give a fuck about none of that. I need to know in concrete. You understand what I'm saying? Something that I can prove. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. And before you go signing birth certificates and all that other stupid shit, man, you better get you a motherfucking DNA test on your children, man.
Motherfucker be talking about some, yeah, but she gonna be mad. She might take me to child support for real, but then let her do it. I'd rather know that my baby is mine versus it looked like me, because that don't mean shit.
Man, I'll tell you what, if it was a failed relationship or any of that shit, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Beat her ass to the punch. Try to come to some kind of agreement with her, what you gonna give her ass, and still don't trust it. If you come to some sort of agreement, get that shit wrote up. You know what I'm saying? Get that document wrote up and notarized through the court system that this is what you and her came to an agreement on. Don't have it where she can backdoor your ass and then you say, okay, well, I agree to pay you $1,000 a month and you paying that $1,000 a month, then the bitch turn around and still go put your ass on child support. You don't even know because you ain't paying attention to your check stub and you start seeing wage garnishment for $763 on top of the $1,000 that you giving this bitch. Come on, man.
And you know what? But you know what? I know a few cats, not here in Chicago, where you supposed to like you do the contract like that. They supposed to honor it. Some of the judge throw that motherfucker shit out, man, because I told you they want that government debt. And then I hear a lot of brothers say, well, you know, it don't work and all that. I said, well, then it's better to do it than not do it at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because you might get that righteous judge and say, hey, it is what it is.
Well, it's mandatory that you provide and take care of the damn child. It should be mandatory that you every child that's born should have a DNA test so the bitch know who the father is, man. And the thing is about it, like I say, brothers, be more disciplined. You see the bitch got 3 kids by 3 different men, man. Don't be going willy-nilly up in this bitch, man. You understand what I'm saying? You putting yourself on the hook for a fucking headache.
Right?
Man, fuck that ass. When you take them fucking pants off, fucking monkey meat, man, hamburger meat and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That ass it look good in them pants until you pull that shit down, man. For three motherfucking kids and the bitch don't work out, all she do is eat turkey necks and gravy and shit all motherfucking day.
No, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know about Southern and homemade food. You mean McDonald's and Pizza Hut.
Man, the bitches that can't afford to get no BBL or none of that bullshit, they got these little shorts that they put on under their panties, on top of their panties, that make that ass sit up nice and firm. And when you take them clothes off, it's some bullshit. Shit go to sagging and sogging every goddamn well.
And
Look,
you know
man,
what?
come on, bro.
That's why I say they no different from trannies, because they all wear fake lashes, fake weaves, fake nails, fake ass, fake titties. They all one of the same to me now. That's why you definitely gotta be careful who you fuck with. You can't make this shit up.
Catfish. That's all it is. Motherfucking catfish.
Catfish to the T, man. Hey, just want to let y'all know that video I did with a father. I only did 3 minutes on here. It's at 1.2 million now, y'all. It was 1 million. Now it's 1.2, still growing. I put the second part up, but punk ass TikTok took the sound off. They didn't take the video off, took the sound off. Even it still got 24.5. But it's steady going, man. I don't care about the followers, but it's 30,000.7. But yeah, it's still growing out here, man. You know, that's what I say. Shit's real. That's why I say I ain't worried about what motherfuckers talking about. I'm doing me and just staying in my lane. Motherfuckers getting tired of the fuckery with men of all colors getting screwed by this unjust system and these baby mama terrorists who aid assist these motherfuckers. So that's why I just keep doing me. You might don't like how I said, but just like GMB said, and also what my other man says,
truth is what it is.
what it is, and that's all. It is what it is, man. You got a TikTok?
Nah, man. You know I ain't big on the social media shit, man. For real, man. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just checking because the ones who I fuck with, they got TikTok. I fuck with them, even though they don't really like Jap got it. He don't really be on it. Coach Greg Adams got it. Stephen's Code is on there. I think Donovan got one. But
I do the IG thing though, man. You know, I follow people
on IG.
Yeah, I follow people on IG and stuff like that, man, just to keep up to speed on some things that's going on, you know, in my leisure. But yeah, man, that's what it is, baby.
Shout out to Ricky Manor. What's good, bro? He did a show last night. I was watching it. He didn't know I was on there. Oh, you got your TikTok back? Send me a ads. Now I'm following. I'll follow you back, bro. Shout out to Ricky Manor. They hate him because you know, he a self-hater because he talk about being melanated, even though he talk about these liberals. He more on the political side. He definitely talks some real shit.
I think I saw him on somebody's platform. He's a conservative brother.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. You probably saw him Bernard Riley.
Okay, then. Yeah, man.
All type of self-haters and shit. But he couldn't.
Man, I mean, bro. If you ain't a Democrat and you black, you a coon, you sell out and all this old stupid ass shit. Fuck them motherfuckers, man. I mean, people know where I stand on, you know, as far as politics and stuff like that, man. I mean, I was a Trump guy. And
what Trump voted for, I wanted him to win this time.
Yeah, man. And now this motherfucker come out and say he running for the governor of Alabama. Thank you.
What? Damn. I thought you were trying to run back for president.
Man, you know, a lot of people family originated from Bama and they don't like to admit it. You know, Alpha Male Strategies, BOA, both of us come from Bama, man. There's a couple of more guys too, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, people always think it's a bunch of farmland and all that bullshit. No, you dead fucking wrong. Come see. You know what I'm talking about?
It depends on where you at, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because my mom was from Shaboot, Mississippi. I grew up going back there. That's straight country part. Outside of Shaboot, you got Jackson and other. You got cities out there, man. Even in Alabama, I was going to Huntsville and all that. Like no country shit.
Nah, not at all. You know, I live near Pritchett, and Pritchett is the poorest city in America. And guess what? It's 99% black.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Charles Jr. You said, hey, YouTube is giving out ratings for Mr. Palmer video. Please give good reviews and submit it so PewTube can stop playing games. 100. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, if they doing that, man, definitely give them that good old 5, man. Yeah, but yeah, matter of fact, I'll be out there like Huntsville, somewhere around there about sometime this spring, man.
Yeah,
you out there in Huntsville?
No, I'm in Mobile. I'm in Mob Town.
You about what, 4 hours?
Yeah, about 4.5 hours from Huntsville. My brother graduated from A&M. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I used to travel up there all the time. You know what I mean? But you know, I got a lot of property and stuff. You know, in the rural areas up the country, what we call it up the country, dirt road, backwoods. A lot of good fishing, good hunting, man. A lot of peace of mind.
You ain't got no problem, man.
I got camps and everything. Come on, bro. Don't you know what I'm saying?
They mama say you broke.
Nah, shit, baby mom Tara's a goddamn lie, bitch. Come on out there.
Who hurt you?
But you can't come to no camp because you can't do without that cell phone. You understand me?
No. They got to lay in the tent. Oh no,
I got a camp, like an actual camp. You know what I'm saying? It's a hunting camp.
No, they don't want to be out no camp. Shit. That's why. Now, one thing that's why I benefited by having older parents. Is a pro and con that. The best thing I learned was the Southern life in Mississippi when I was going out there. I was going out there like 2-3 times a year. Cows, chicken, man, and rabbits and shit like that, and hunting this shit, and the acres of land and feeding this shit. It was all good. It was all good.
Man, I tell you, learning how to live off the land, man, learning how to work on shit with your hands, man. I tell people that's a clear sign of a masculine trait of being a masculine man, being able to work with your fucking hands. Sure, man, I got money and stuff, but I don't pay people to change my brakes or change my oil. I don't do that. You know understand what I'm saying?
I don't do that, bro. I got soft hands. I don't do that, bro.
I'm saying, but I do that shit myself. That's why I got tools. I'm not gonna pay somebody goddamn $400 to change my goddamn brakes when I can spend $49 and do that shit myself. You know, that's just me.
I do the oil, the brakes. I don't do.
Yeah, brakes are just as easy as oil, really.
It is easy. I see them doing it. I don't, bro.
But man, I'm saying,
you know what I do. I don't have.
But normally,
but
normally motherfuckers charging $300-400 for a brake job right now. No, man, I'm not finna do that. I can go out there in 30 minutes and change my goddamn brakes, man, and I'll be done with it. You know?
I wish I would.
Yeah, man.
Man, shout out to Ricky Manor for the $3 super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. And you know what? Speaking of that, a lot of these baby mama tans, these civil forces talk that bullshit rhetoric, and I tell them all the time, you prove Ricky Manor right. You prove, since y'all say yourself hater and sell out and coon, you prove that man right every motherfucking time. You know what I mean? That's why I laughed, you dumbass motherfuckers. You talk that shit, but y'all the coons that we talk about. I'll just keep it 100 with you.
But be honest, Mr. Palmer, man, most black people are politically ignorant. They don't know anything about policies or anything. You know what I'm saying? They vote with their emotions. They vote with who their grandmama told them to vote for. That mama, you know, think about gas prices right now. Think about how the economy all in shambles and shit, man. And, you know, they incentivize laziness, man. The working class get shitted on in this country. And it's every time you got a Democratic president in office, man, shit is hard on the working class and in particularly black people. Trump said something in his goddamn last debate that was profound, and black motherfuckers just looked over it and thought it was racist. He said, I've done more for black people than any other president in recent history.
He did.
Show me the lie.
He did.
Exactly. But
he
no,
didn't want Obama. He did
but that was racist. But a motherfucker telling you if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Oh, that ain't racist.
Nah, he's just speaking the truth. I had a pro-black tell me he was speaking the truth. I said, but white man said it. No, he was speaking the truth. We need to what he say? We need to get hard with facts. Yeah, okay, fam. That's why I don't take these niggas serious.
Yeah, man. I don't either, man. I tell you what, in the past 4 years, it went from I want to say anywhere from 8 to 12% black male was voting for conservative. Now it's up to like 26-28%, man. So men are waking up to policy, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Show me one black broke conservative. Name one conservative that you know that's broke.
I'll be like, which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Okay, that tell you, nigga, I'm about the money. I want the policies that's going to affect me to get more bread. Opportunity zones. That man put out opportunity zones and all this stuff. Come on, man. I'm going where the money go.
Yeah, and that's why I say y'all need to vote for what benefits you, not for what everybody else say do. That's what I say. A lot of these motherfuckers they rather go along, get along train because they ride away thinking they're gonna get something out of it, and all you got out of it was self-destruction. And I'm gonna let Malcolm X, I'm gonna let Denzel speak for the great Malcolm X.
You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray.
And you know what? I want to follow up, Brother Malcolm, with that. You hoes got out here. We did it, Joe, marching and all this other bullshit. And Joe got in there and kicked you hoes in your ass. Exactly. Black people been fighting for the equality and legislation to protect them for 400 goddamn years, and you motherfucker got right in there and put anti-legislation, hate legislations for Asian people. You start giving more rights to alternative lifestyle LGBTQ motherfuckers. You ain't did shit for nobody else.
And guess what? All Jim Crow Joe gave you black dumb motherfuckers was what? Juneteenth. You cannot make this shit up. And they say, yeah, we got Juneteenth. We got Juneteenth.
Man, fuck about a Juneteenth. Where's the money? This motherfucker talking about giving reparations to illegal immigrants, man.
$450,000 for a motherfucker.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. You want to ride and burn down some shit behind motherfuckers that goddamn degenerates of society and shit, motherfuckers that been doing all kind of bullshit their whole life. You'll march and protest and burn some shit down. If you motherfuckers don't march and protest behind illegals getting $450,000 when your black ass been slave driving for this goddamn country for all these goddamn years, it shows just how weak and incompetent you motherfuckers really are.
These supposed to be the most educated on the motherfucking planet.
I'm gonna tell you though, they are securing the bag. They are leveling up. While we chasing them, they chasing the bag, and they doing it. When they say they strong and independent, then when they say independent, they mean being independent of your black ass.
Exactly. Off your dime. Off your alimony. Off your child support. And if not off you, off your daddy shit. You can't make this shit up, man. That's why I say, man, I'm a free thinker, and I do for self. A lot of these motherfuckers are not free thinkers, and if they free thinkers, they don't want to get shamed, and they fall for that bullshit. I gotta say, man, I washed my hands with these fake ass black pros a long time ago. I saw for what it was, and I stopped being blinded. You know what I'm saying? I saw the light, so it is what it is.
Well, I appreciate you for having me on today, my brother. I really do.
Brother. 100%. And before you go, did you know when Jim Crow Joe won an election, they had a bunch of bitches outside the White House singing WAP song?
Yeah,
singing a WAP song, y'all. I shit you not.
Yeah, and the thing is about it, man. I'm gonna tell you something. It's getting progressively worse. This is something that I want to say before I go, and this is mainly to brothers, but to sisters too that may be listening or whatever. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. The truth is godly. If you have any kind of, the spirituality and stuff, y'all love to read these horoscopes and all this other stuff and the signs and all this shit, all that bullshit, witchcraft or whatever. Tell the goddamn truth. Men, I encourage brothers particularly. It don't matter where it is, man. If it's on the job, if even it's to your own goddamn family, stand in your belief. Stand for what's right, man. We all know what's right from wrong, man. Because they always talk about female intuition, but men got an intuition as well. It's called your fucking gut. You can feel when something is wrong, man. You know when shit is wrong, dog. And don't be afraid to call it out. So you have some people that try to shame you and say, well, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Right. You see a young girl, 6 years old with a little T-top on dancing to Cardi B and shit. That shit is wrong, man. And so people say, well, it ain't your kids. No, fuck that. That shit makes us all look bad. The black image is shit, and the black male image is even worse. Because we don't stand by anything. We don't tell the damn truth. We too busy chasing a fat ass and a wet vag. And until you got them conquer those issues that you have internally, brother, you are going to continue to suffer. The next generation of young men are going to suffer. I'm serious.
Yeah, and that what's gonna go on is gonna be slow singing.
Make me want to cry just listening to that shit.
Shout out to Gil. Shout out to the district attorney, Gil. Lock it up in this motherfucker. Hey, before you go, brother, I want you to please, put your information. I got your YouTube up, but give them your information, so they can reach you and fuck with you.
Man,
but give them a reminder.
Yeah, man. Y'all can follow the YouTube channel, man. We at 13,000, but I can always use a few more if y'all want. You know, if you guys want to support the content, I don't really ask for money. I'm here for the message. But if you guys would like to donate, I'm on Cash App. It's a dollar sign grown man facts. Grown man facts. Dollar sign grown man facts is one word. You'll see my picture up there if you decide to donate. You can also follow me on Instagram at Men First _ movement. That's Men First _ movement. That'll be me on there, man. And you know that's about it, man. I'm always uploading something, man. Sometimes I could be a little unhinged, and that's never gonna change. It's a pro-truth channel, it's a pro-masculinity channel, but it's always some good information over there for women if that like to hear, you know, what I have to say. I don't teach no game or all of that bullshit. Coaches and all that. I don't do any of that stuff about how to get women. I try to tell you to avoid pitfalls that come with dealing with certain type of women. That's it, man.
Same here, goddammit. Man, I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna talk. Let me know when you want me to come on. Weekends will be better for me to make it guaranteed.
Okay.
I just was able to run for my child support and come home early.
Hey man, no, I know you about to hit that couch, man. I'm about to get up out of here and make a couple of more moves myself.
All right, sure. Before you go, hey, how's the weather out there? Because here it's like in the morning is like 20, but then it goes up to 40, 45.
Oh, man, I tell you what, mornings is probably around 62, 63, and then by midday you get up to about 70.
I'm done with you, fam. I don't want to hear no more. I wasn't expecting that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just as good as Georgia, goddammit. Shit, I'm done with y'all. I'm done.
Oh, shit.
Grown man business. Appreciate this was long overdue. You've been on this platform a couple of times, but now we just scheduled this shit to do a damn segment. Everybody liking the duo on that shit. We definitely need to talk about doing more. And let me know when you want me to come on your show. We can make that happen ASAP.
Okay, for sure, man. And I appreciate you for having me on. My brothers, everyone, theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are the initiated. We are men first. Salute.
Salute to you, my brother, to the T. Y'all, shout out to Grown Man Business, man. I appreciate him. This was long overdue. We've been talking about this almost a year. Almost a year. But we always talk behind the scenes, our thoughts, our beliefs, and things like that. Truth is what it is. Shout out to Ricky Matter for the $10 donation. He said, thanks for keeping it 100. Man, always, bro. You know how I feel about people getting mad about what I believe in and what I'm putting out there that I feel that is true, and then what I feel how it should be and spread awareness.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Yeah, that's it. You know, one thing about it as human beings, we have free will. We have the right to believe and choose and go where we want to. You know, shout out to everybody that tuned in. This, like I say again, I gotta say it was all long overdue. And yeah, this was some grown man business. Hashtag men first. We both married, and we tell y'all, hey, don't jump the gun. I ain't tell you to jump and get married and shit and jump, have a bunch of kids. I mean, no. But if you married and everything good. You know what I'm saying? Just have an exit plan, have and get DNAs and make sure you have paperwork, because you never know. Motherfucker do a flip mode. That waited 10 years. Who knows? You know what I mean? Y'all still young, man. I'm 42. Y'all 20, 30 years old, man. Y'all definitely got a lot to lose. I'm a nigga on the couch. I can't get no lower than that. You know, I'm high value deadbeat. That's all I am gonna be. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm be able to. I'm not sure, but if I do, you know, I'll let y'all know. Mr. O say 35. Yeah, but you childless and not married. You black pill, so you good. And you learn from your father. So you good. So like I say, man, this is the type of shit I want to continue to talk about, because I told y'all, when it comes to society is what it is. Society's not going to change. These hoes is not going to do a spin-a-rooney and try to be submissive and all that shit, because they don't have to. Society has taught them they don't have to. That's the reality. These baby mama terrorists don't have to stop being baby mama terrorists. These feminists don't have to stop being feminists. These alphabets don't have to be straight. They do what the fuck they want to do. It's us that got a lot to lose. The masculine, you know, the men, white man, black man, Latino man, but especially us black men. We have to put ourselves first. We have to put ourselves first. Because when you love somebody, whether your kids, your mama, your daddy, if you love somebody more than you love yourself, you headed for self-destruction because you're gonna allow that person to use you, abuse you, take whatever they got, take whatever they can get from you, and you're gonna set yourself up for failure, and it's gonna be too late. It ain't worth it. That's why a lot of us lost going in that courtroom because we was focused on just trying to be right to get our kids. But by us not knowing no better, going off our emotions, guess what? Child support every other weekend, still manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't seen your kids. And now what they did do, they created a bigger monster because the veins cold, wash your hands, move on, pay the child support as a fucking bill, spread awareness so the future don't go through this type of situation. And also for women who are not going through this type of situation, don't have kids and don't be around that bullshit. So like I said, motherfuckers gonna keep hating me. They're gonna keep talking that bullshit. They're gonna keep saying who hurt you, your mama black and you just bad and bitter and all that shit. And I just keep skating on these bitches and spinning corn on these hoes. So yeah, once again, like, comment, share. Why they took away the dislike, I don't know, because I've been on other people's platform and the dislike, I don't see no dislike on people's video. I'm like, nah, dude, I always get dislikes. I always get dislikes. YouTube did it. I didn't. I like the dislikes. That's why you been seeing me really play Reverend Next. I had to play it on my own now. So I don't know why they doing it. So yeah, appreciate y'all support. The shit is definitely gonna take off. So it's all good. And yes, that dumbass Al Karen is guilty. And I ain't gonna lie, dude's new wife is gonna be guilty in due time with her alimony. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
You big dummy.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Truth is what it is.